Hey everyone, welcome to Jaraci Cup 15. We are watching NoFun versus Just Carrier from Group C today. Is this Group C? It is, right? Yes, okay, I'm very smart. And this will be an interesting game here. Once again, he's put the info.txt in image format, so that's very nice. Let's see. Looks like it's going to be KVS on Kartova and then SVK on College Teeth. So I'm excited for this. I was actually wondering if maybe Just Carrier would play ConF again, but that's not going to be the case here. And I think that's probably wise because these are actually yeah, that's true. I saw that. Fuking teeth, whatever that means. I think that's actually pretty wise because these are very, very important games. Again, this is Group C, which is going to be a bit of a cutthroat one, and Just Carrier is the guy who's on the lowest chance of passing if they have a tie. If it's a three-way tie, then NoFun would be seed 1, Houston would be seed 2, and Just Carrier would be eliminated. So he'd really like to win these games. Playing ConF against Houston was a bit of a surprise. I would be a little bit surprised if he had played it on this match as well, as this is going to be kind of his decider. This is going to be SC first for him, just 6-up, no greed here. But it looks like NoFun going to go ref mode first as well, and both players are just going to go for a pretty slow early game. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, NoFun, I think... How shall I say? Like, going into this, you might have thought that NoFun was probably going to be the, Oh dear, this probe actually taking a lot of damage. Looks like it's gonna get away. You would have thought that NoFun would be the favorite for this group here, but I just don't know. He didn't have the best showing, in JC4. Well, I mean, I guess he actually did take a game off of A-Game-X, didn't he? I'm trying to remember exactly what that looked like. Here, let me look it up right now, actually. But still, you know, not only that he's playing ConF, but you feel like he's a little bit rusty these days. Is this probe gonna take a lot more fire and actually die here? That's quite sloppy from Just Carrier. Yeah, it's true. A-Game lost a game to NoFun, but still 3-1 for him. I'm trying to see what he did in the group stage here. Because as I recall, he didn't really clear it so easily. He went 1-1 against Cookies and 1-1 against Void Warrior, yeah. So you would have thought that NoFun would probably be the favorite going into this if you hadn't seen JC14, but I kind of feel like, I'm not sure anymore, you know? And NoFun probably the player with the most experience in this group, but we'll see if he's the one who ends up getting out. Well, there will be two who get out, that's the point, but it's between him, Houston, and Just Carrier, so it's a pretty tight group. Just Carrier, of course, in his debut tournament nearly beat the Scar in a best of 5. That doesn't usually happen, so I mean, he's no slouch. And Houston, of course, been practicing like a madman. I think for either of these, well, yeah, if Just Carrier gets 2-0 here, he's pretty much out of the group stage. I don't think there's any scenario where he can get into upper bracket. But if NoFun gets 2-0'd here, he might still make it past Houston if he's able to 2-0 him. So we'll see. This is probably a more stressful game for Just Carrier than it is for NoFun. Bit of high ground achieved for this LAV here, by the way, so it's gonna manage to push off that Sand Skimmer. But NoFun just kind of poking around to try and get vision. He does have Railgun Fab very, very early here. Not sure if he's building a PC. I think he is. Yeah, he is. And he's making some Railguns already. It's a heavy Railgun already. Wow. So he's probably been looking at like the AAV rush meta pretty carefully and trying to counter that, but it looks like Just Carrier is not playing that way. He's actually going for his Soul Pack here. He's getting LAVs out, so... Yeah, kind of an interesting game state. You don't normally see a heavy railgun this early, not unless you know it's going to be like an AV rush. One thing that I worked with a lot when Houston and I were doing our practice games, as by the way, this LAV did manage to slay a Sand Skimmer over there. But one thing I worked with Houston a lot was making sure he wasn't ever blind countering it, right? Like, he can't get heavy railguns until he knows that I'm actually going for the AV rush when we were doing those practice games, and I think that's pretty critical. Nice trade here for NoFun, managed to kill one of the LAVs. I would love to scout out here, but this one will get vision if he wants it. This is a bad fight for NoFun, though. He's going to back away from this one. This is still one PC, although I think the second one is popping right now. So. For the time being, though, he's not going to have the Strikecraft numbers to fight back very well, and the Soul Pack is almost finished. Yeah, it's finished right now, so he can use that to kill this guy if he likes, otherwise he can save it for later. Yep, boost's going to be used here. That will kill off this Sand Skimmer, you've got to reckon. There he goes. And this scout here is getting a little bit closer, but it still hasn't actually caught vision on the carrier. But it's going to be seen now by these LAVs, so he knows about it. And it looks like Sandskimmer armor coming up, but yeah, you know, this railgun ain't gonna do too much. It looks like actually Just Carry wants to jump on it, and he will get this kill. Oh, if he sticks around anyway. You know, you really gotta, I think, just sacrifice the LAVs for that. Yeah, very good, he gets that kill. Because railguns are so expensive, like, that's gotta be a good trade for Just Carrier. Could also boost out one of these guys, but he would leave his comrade to die, so it looks like they're gonna take the honorable route and fall together. Oh, don't actually quite get the skim, though, left on 27 HP. Armor 1 gives you 30 HP, so yeah, Armor 1 saved the skin. There you go. Upgrades are good, my friends. It's gonna be fighter and gunship tech from Just Carrier, it looks like. He's actually expanding eco right now, I'd love to see that. But that does mean he'll have a bit less money to allocate to the fighter and gunship, or not money, but production queues, that is. But it shouldn't really be a problem. He'll still be able to make an appreciable number of strike fighters, and he might be able to even kill off a PC with it if NoFun's not aware. But he has like this Sandskimmer over here to go scout with, and he should be able to see that this is going to be air tech. So we'll see what happens. But actually, yeah, he's not building any strike fighters just yet. Okay, well, maybe he'll just go straight for bombers, I don't know, but... I mean, one thing's for sure, like, when you see the fighter and gunship tech here as the kind of player, you've got to be really aware of it, and get some anti-air to cover yourself, but... This does feel a bit strange, like, you would really prefer to have seen, strike fighters being built here anyway. Still, though, they do deny that, they kill that Sandskimmer, they don't deny it from getting the vision. NoFun got to see what he wanted. We don't have any missile ship tech coming out. I mean, he saw the lights weren't blinking, but still, that's quite a ballsy read to say, yeah, he's not going to go air. Yeah, perhaps he didn't see it, because I can't really think of another reason why he's not building any anti-air at all right now. And actually, a gunship would really be prescribed here, because this is a lot of Sandskimmers. They do have armor too, but still, they'll die pretty decently quickly to a gunship. And you can fight this with LAVs, but it's always going to be a bit more tricky. Since this LAV here going to be unhappy to killed on the back end there. That's true, 5 LAVs worth of money, but I think it's less than 5 LAVs worth of production time. That's actually probably the more relevant thing right now. LAV's gonna boost to try to catch this skim, by the way, but now they have to back out. That got a little bit spicy there, but they actually managed to kill him on the end anyway. And the game's at a fairly even state, both players setting up their 3 base. I do still think that Just Carry is a pretty big tech lead, though. And you saw in that game with Houston what he could do with the bombers. That was Galzian too, which I think is even, like, not as good. Well, it was kind of the same difference. I think that's even not quite as good at killing PCs as Coalition bombers are, so... Because Galzian bombers have to do their damage over time, it's a little bit easier to get kills on them. Yeah, you know, like, doesn't matter if you're Galzian or Conaf, the air units are the same. Double bomber being built here. Now, I believe that 2 bombers will not kill a PC if it's, like, moving while the bombs hit, but, yeah, if you've got more than 1, or more than 3, you are going to kill it every time. You can also finish it off with a couple strike fighters or LAVs or something like that, but... Here comes the bomber. This might actually be targeted on these ARs in the front line first, but I'm not sure. We'll just have to see. There's actually a heavy railgun out here for NoFun as well, which that's very confusing too, because again, he saw, look, there's no AV tech, there's no rail tech, so I don't know why he's building heavies here. Yep, assault rail's gonna get hooned on, as Magpie would say. Looks like this bomber gonna try for the skims. Oh, it's actually a good hit. I usually don't recommend that, but that definitely worked out for him. And he'll just dock the bombers. That's a pretty darn good air reveal. And again, NoFun really should have known that air was coming. He's gonna actually not tech missile ship either. He's gonna go straight for honor guard. Ooh. I can't say I recommend that. I think when you see the bombers out, you've got to get anti-air stats. But you know, yeah, it is a pretty ballsy boost. If it works out, I'm gonna be happy. But I don't know. This is very risky for NoFun. It's very risky for NoFun. Mad respect, but I think he's gonna die. LAV's finding a bit of high ground here too, by the way. Skimblob was so damaged by the bomber, it's not allowed to, like, fight this, really. It's like it's gonna try, but this is risky. These guys still have boosts, so if the fight starts going badly, Just Carry can just get out. And if it doesn't, well, you know, you're not trading well, so... You can see it in the units lost tab as well. It's looking pretty abysmal for NoFun by now. LAV Armor 2 teching as well. This is triple bomber at this point. So Just Carry very strong. And he still has that early game base runner, so he might as well even try to extract here. And this guy's been here for this entire game. Like, the value of this guy is that he's saying, look, I'm not getting flanked. I know that, so I don't even need to be... Okay, hold up, there's actually a blast drone gonna hit the LAVs here, maybe. Doesn't quite get the detonate off. Now, these guys need to boost out, I think. This is triple base runner for NoFun, actually. Oh, that's his answer to the air? But I feel like that's not gonna work. It's 3 bombers. Oh, and they're out for blood, man. This guy needs to not drop his bomb, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, now they're not gonna kill the PC. Looks like they just want salves anyway. They get, like, 5 of them. Oh, my gosh. Looks like the LAVs ended up getting killed on this end, but still, that was actually a really good trade for Just Carry overall. I thought he was going to go for the PC, but maybe this is even worth more, to be honest with you. I kind of like this idea, the triple base runner to like build blast drones to counter the LAV blob. It has some anti-air, but I don't think it'll work against bombers is the problem. And Just Carrier taking mobility as well. That tells me he's about ready to end the game. Which, you know, fair enough. He should probably fix this, like, mining problem over here, because he's got, like, 2 on CUs, but he's floating a ton of them. Like, he could do well to build 2 RU cells, or even just flip these guys over. We'll see, though. We'll see. These are full-up LAVs. This is not really how Just Carrier is typically played, so I kind of like it. He's mixing things up. Looks like this LAV here nearly gets killed, but he's actually, gonna be fine, it seems. Base runner's gonna start firing, or sorry, falling here. Here's the first honor guard though. First shot looks pretty decent. Second one gonna claim the kill there. The thing you need to be aware of with honor guards is that like they are targets for bombers, and they do have the anti-air, which I can see NoFun has already teched. But if this is the only anti-air asset on the field, the bombers are just gonna kill it, and then, you know. What now, right? I mean, I feel like that's probably just what's gonna happen here. And you can see Just Carrier's already looking at that. Honor guards do really well against air, and they do really well against LAVs, but they need something behind them, you know? Otherwise, this is gonna happen. This won't die to 2 bombs, though, it looks like. Where's that 3rd bomber? Oh, no. Is this thing gonna heal up? Oh, my gosh. Oh, there's a 2nd one. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, Just Carrier microed that so well too. Look, he pulled this guy away so that the docking slot would be open. Oh my gosh, but the bomber still goes down in the end. That was actually awesome. Wow. Both players playing it to the max there, but Just Carrier doesn't seem to have been aware that the 2 bombers wouldn't kill the honor guard there. Oh my gosh, but he just might kill it with LAVs right here. He's gonna lose a lot of the blob, but I mean, this has to be worth it. Well, maybe not, actually. Yeah, actually, you know, I take it back, because there really aren't enough skims here to trade out if the honor guard is circling like this. I can't actually decide who I like better in that trade. 1 bomber is still in the air, though. This is only 1 honor guard left now, although I think a 2nd one is popping. But still, triple bomber, this time you are gonna get kills, so you could go in there and pick one of these off. Either way, though, Saban BC is being finished, the tech anyway. And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop... Yeah, someone's watched the bomber meme. He could maybe just settle for sniping this PC as well, although he really wants to keep the 3 bombers in a row, because you're going to need all 3 to kill cruisers in 1 hit. Bombers were seen there for a moment by NoFun. But he can't turn on that anti-air too early, of course. Here comes the drop. This time they got it in 2? But yeah, 3 LAVs is pulling off this entire flank. That's kind of insane. A couple honor guard shots gonna land here, but he should be totally fine. NoFun, I think, being way too respectful actually of this flank here, because it's, again, it's only 3 LAVs, but this is a common Conf problem that they don't have a whole lot of vision, so happens to Galzian too, but a bit of a lesser extent because the scanner can deploy. But yeah, at this point he ought to realize this is a bluff. I've just been not mining for nothing here. This PC also having a bit of an inefficiency. One thing that can never be said about NoFun is that he pulls his bases too slowly. No, never. But sometimes I think actually he's a little bit too quick to do it, like in this case. Does finally have some missile ships coming out now. That's going to be helpful. And here come the BCs. And there's gonna be more where that came from. And still, Just Carrier's flank here is completely protected by like 2 units. Looks like NoFun finally gonna try to do something about that. But this probe is still here, so, you know, even though he'll kill the LAV, it's not even totally worth it. Well, I mean, worth it, sure, but it's not, he hasn't cleaned up this flank yet, where Just Carrier has the vision. So he knows, yeah, I'm just never gonna be attacked from this side. Makes things pretty chill for him. And here comes that Sylvan BC. We do have heavy rails finished teching a while ago, actually. And they're on the field here. But 2 battlecruisers is pretty scary to fight with just honor guards. He does have to be careful about not getting donked here. Ooh, he's taking a lot of damage now. Looks like he wants the kill on this honor guard here, but this probably is going to cost him a bomber. Honor guard anti-air does get a shot off. That's going to be 1 bomber down. Second bomber going to go in here and I think just kind of feed its life. I don't think he could get anything done there. Yeah, missile ship actually not even needed. The honor guard is able to get that kill as well. Extraction does come through, but that was pretty expensive for Just Carrier. He loses 2 bombers and he loses a lot of the LAVs. But the honor guard goes down anyway, so that's pretty good. Looks like this battlecruiser was able to claim the kill after all. And this honor guard here definitely feeling a bit awkward now. Like I said, Savant BCs are pretty good at fighting honor guards, so... It's actually kind of a low DPS unit, right? It's just that it does AoE, that's where its strength comes from, but not gonna help it very much here. 19 it looks like, although it gets 3 from rank 1, that's pretty good. Even with Sunder, that means that these skins are just barely gonna be able to touch it at all. Like, yeah, -5, they wouldn't do any damage, even with Sunder. So these battlecruisers are pretty tanky. And this carrier is not, by the way. Like, NoFun's carrier is almost dead already. Down to a 3rd. Honor guard pops here, but I think he's also getting carrier blocked a little bit. Oh, and this heavy railgun definitely is. Yeah, there's just no power here for NoFun's carrier. BCs didn't even have to pop smoke, they just get the kill. And NoFun is gonna go down in game 1. No color TV. Well, you look pink on my screen. Nice to see you too. Let's jump into game 2 here. Number 7, my favorite. Oh, very nice. you wouldn't understand unless I show you. This is like what he names the replay files for some reason. Oh, it's nice to be here live, eh? I'm always happy to hear people are watching. Always grateful to hear people are interested in my garbage content. But here we go on game 2. Give me the same faction picks. This time Just Carrier gonna grab College Thief for the map. Probably he goes for the AVs here then, but I'm not exactly sure. This is a pretty good map for Coalition Soban because ACs and AVs are very, very powerful, but Conif likes this map too. Conif Siege can kind of like work the same way, and you know, the carrier missiles are always going to be nice firing over these big rocks here. What is the biggest rock? Even if you find a bigger rock, we have found bigger rocks than that one that we haven't showed you yet, so we will still have found the biggest rock. Anyway, enough of that. Go watch The Onion. It's very good. It's very good. You haven't seen The Onion? Go look that up when we're done. Onion Talks. It's like a parody of TED Talks. You reinstalled? Oh. What you're saying is you're gonna join us for the next tournament, right? I sure hope so. Ha ha ha. Jokester over here. Anyway, LAV Fab started up for Just Carrier. This is gonna be SC first for him. 6 up, just like last time. But NoFun is going to change it up. He has a Assault Ship Fab on the way. He's building a BD, so this is going to be a very aggressive build for NoFun. And Big Spinner retained for Just Carrier is going to feel pretty nice. It's actually in a bit of an odd spot right here, but I'm sure there's some kind of plan to this. AV Fab on the way already. So it is going to be the AV style. And he can fire out a probe now as well if he needs to. There's the probe. Well, he actually still could get around, and then you'd really wish that you had the base runner here. We've seen people do that with blast drones sometimes. But... Probably gonna find the Sandskim here. That basically outs the build. Like, if it was ref mode first, you wouldn't have seen this yet. So, NoFun might as well bring his AA assets up to the front line and try and kill off his probe. You don't really get too much done here by hanging back. And if you're gonna play with like an aggressive build, you really need to get something done too. So, okay, here we go. He's gonna kill the probe. The big swinner was seen, so Just Carrier will know about that, but I think that's totally fine for NoFun. He just needs to make sure he attacks quickly here, because the longer you wait, the worse things will get. But if you attack now, maybe you have a window to get something done. He does have a Soul Chip Tech finished. I think he's building one, but we'll see what this is popping here. And this blast drone should definitely be in tow. You don't want this hanging around the base runner, because it's not going to do anything over there. Here comes the attack. BR does have the TJ, though. We've got AAVs building already, so this is actually going to be pretty tight. Sunder lands on the assault ship, so it's got no armor. Yeah, suddenly this is looking a little dire. The blast drone is also really not here yet. Here comes the second assault ship, though. Carrier railgun, though, able to snipe out that assault ship right there. This one really needs to stay over the hill and see if he can get the kill off. It looks like he's going to play a little bit chicken there. And I don't know, already it feels like Just Carrier has done good enough of a job defending. He's going to just be fine here. We'll see, though, we'll see. I mean, NoFun could stack up a couple of assault ships and try to redive, but it's going to be dangerous, and he's 2 base against 1 now. So he probably won't be able to make the numbers advantage any better than it was before. Blast drone's gonna land here? Ooh, maybe. Oh, it doesn't even detonate. Oh no, that's really unfortunate. You just had it on the attack move instead of manually detonating it there, so it didn't actually manage to go off with the ALM stun hitting it. Oh man. Got an extraction at least. Uh-oh. Yeah, if I were NoFun, I'd be sweating now. Maybe he can go ref mode and try and salvage this, but this is gonna be a very, very hard game already. That's gonna be the game plan. But I think Just Carrier is gonna just brutalize him with AAVs now. And he didn't even ever use the TJ, by the way, so this cooldown is still up. So that's extra bad. Armor 1 probably a good option at this point. And actually I really like to get as many armor upgrades as I can when I'm playing this AV style, but if he prefers to just have the numbers, I think that's also justifiable. Here comes the first fight. This is armor 1 for the assault ships. They are going to take a 1-for-1 trade here. That's pretty good for NoFun because he's down on the... Well, is it good? Maybe it's not because he's down on the numbers and the production upgrades, so he's only got 1 PC, that is. So maybe that's actually not good for him either. But either way, he does get a second extract out, and that definitely is good. It's going to give him a little bit more survivability here if he does get dove on that carrier. I think Just Carrier probably bringing too many AVs over to answer the base runner as well, because it's not really got any threat. Yeah, this is exactly what you should do. Just like take 2 over there and bring the others out. You see people in this position, you just wonder how you recover. Well, the answer is maybe you don't. It's gonna be really, really hard for NoFun, but he's sticking in. You know, he doesn't want to give up yet. He's getting interceptor fab, so he'll have some tech to answer. But this is not a good game state at all. This is not a good game state at all. Blast drone actually gonna find its way onto the salvagers here, but this damage doesn't... It is permanent in the sense that there's no healing here, but it doesn't really matter, like, unless you can capitalize on it, so... Well, this base runner actually got away somehow? Curious. Hey, it's Couch Mao. Hello, my friend. NoFun won game 1, and I think we're about to watch him... Or, sorry, lost game 1, and I think we're about to watch him get brutalized in game 2 as well, so... You came just in time. Armor 1 finishes now for Just Carrier. Systems 1-teching, I actually really like that. That'll let him get a bit more power in the missiles, and then he can put more of this power into the weapons when the AVs arrive, so have a little bit more defense that way. And he's gonna start building interceptors right away. These are kind of expensive units, so if this doesn't work for him, it's gonna crash pretty hard, but we'll see. He could actually power down mobility and power with the weapons too, and then he'd have like 2 in each. So yeah, power 1 actually feels pretty good here. He doesn't know about these AAVs, but I think he's getting the contact thing on this one now, so you should just like fire missiles out onto it if you can. Anytime you know where your opponent is, you want to be making him dance as kind of.
Construction units depleted. Energy signature confirmed. Pinpointing artifact location now. Orders.
Oh boy, that is a lot of AVs. This is armor 2 done as well. How many? Let's find out. 15? It's a couple of AVs. Oh my gosh. The base runner is here too, so air is actually gonna have a little bit of a harder time. One AV goes down on this side. Okay, this is that power distribution I was talking about. That has so many AVs though. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is insane. TJ deployed. Wow, that is a lot of AVs. That's ridiculous. One PC's fallen already. I think he's gonna get the second one here. And the Space Runner is getting veterancy, which tells me he has killed an interceptor. Yeah, one of them fell. Both PCs go down. Wow. That was expensive for just carrier, but like it was definitely worth it because he just killed everything, right? Like the army still exists for NoFun, but barely. He's got 4 assault chips left, and he has no PCs at all. So this is really turbo bad here. And I think this is part of the problem with getting interceptors in this scenario is that now you need to rebuild the PCs, and you know you can't make interceptors, right? Because you're too busy with the production increases on that line. So feels a little rough. He is gonna start building one now. But this is pretty unfortunate. Oh wow, yeah, that was quite a float. Armor 3 finished though, so it's probably the reason he's got so many CUs. And now that he doesn't need ALMs because he just lost a bunch, he'll be able to just spam out so many AEVs here. So yeah, things looking more dire than before, I'd say, for NoFun. That was a lot of AVs, and I think there's just only going to be more. That seems to be the game plan here. Honestly, I wonder if just Carry can like go up to 3 base and just start triple pumping them. But we'll see what he does. It's probably fine to just be on 2 base here. Gonna set down the AA turret post at home. I like that. You know, just get a bit of defense here because he knows that there is air. 4 base? Maybe. By the way, look how much damage that blast drone did to this carrier. Didn't we see A-Game like kill Sick IGN with only blast drones in one of their games when he played him in the group stage? That was a funny one. That was a very funny one. Oh, look at this! The interceptor actually capitalizes on the BD's damage there. Very nice. Yeah, that's actually well played. Just Carry gonna replace those though. Two PCs back up. Looks like it's time to lose them. Just Carrier's ready to go. He's got the 2 base runners for TJs. He's got not as many AVs as last time. Actually, he's got 11 this time. Oh wait, this isn't even 2 PCs. It's only 1. Oh! It's hiding in the corner. Oh my gosh. Big brain. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Solchev's getting TJ just to add insult to injury here. Very, very nice. And that's going to kill all of them off. You can delete these TJs as well to pop in. Yeah, but there's still easily enough left here that we can kill off the PCs. So once again, it looks like NoFun gonna lose everything. And all the salvagers this time too. And that really probably will be GG. We'll see, maybe NoFun will hold out for a while, but this game is beyond over at this point. 1 PC falls, 2 PC falls. Actually, the base runner is even killing off the interceptors too. And there you have it, Just Carrier gonna take 2-0 against NoFun. So that's all of Just Carrier's games played then. He got 3 points in the group of 3. That definitely guarantees the upper bracket slot. And we'll see what NoFun is able to do in his games against Houston, but it's gonna be between those two for second place, I would reckon. No, that's not true, actually. If Houston 2-0s NoFun as well, then Houston will get first place. But otherwise, they're gonna be fighting for second place. There you have it, folks. Hope you enjoyed. We'll move on to the next one. Or I'll catch you in the next one. There isn't the next one to cast right now. Someday.